Okay, Adamantoise, Adamantortoise farming. I'm in a place, a grand post that I call Adam Alley. Adamantoise, Adamantortoise Alley. See this little loop here? There's a save point right here. I'm going to kind of go in here, come out the other side, and then there's going to be some other Adamantoise, Adamantortoises hanging around here. There's a couple more. So basically, I have a maxed out party as far as Crystalium goes. But you can just modify these techniques based on the strength of your party and what equipment you have. Speaking of equipment, Fang has an ultimate weapon. Not sure, I can't really remember what it's derived from, but it's the one that gives you debilitation 2. I have a link up there as far as the weapon guide I went to, and basically whatever that weapon guide says is pretty much what I used. I think Kaiser Knuckles for strength. There's 2 of them. They're maxed out. Genji Glove for uncapped damage, and Splint Shoes for auto haste to the start of battle. Lightning has an ultimate weapon. I can't remember where the Omega weapon came from. But it's the one that gives you quick stagger. She's also got Magistral Crest, which is maxed for magic. Sprint Shoes, Siltstone Ring for earth resistance, and a Genji Glove for uncapped damage, which kind of doesn't really apply here. But if you're using Fang as team, Lightning as team leader, you might need that. And Vanille has an ultimate weapon, as well as Collector's Catalog maxed, Connoisseur Catalog maxed to get those Platinum Ingots. Survivalist Catalog and Sprint Shoes as well. Now, of course, you can use Hope in place of Vanille here. In fact, he's a better medic, technically, so. But I like using Vanille more. It's Paradigms, basically, starting out with Sin Med. With Fang, I'll start out with Bravera, Protectra, and Haste on Fang, and then Faithra, Protectra, and Haste on Lightning and Vanille. And then we'll go to Rav Med on the left leg. That's just my preference until we stagger it. Then we go to Commando Med and or Discretion, and then I'll use High Wind on the leg and kill it. Then go back to Rav Med on the other leg until we stagger that one. Then Commando Med and High Wind the remaining leg. Then the Adamantoise or Adamantortoise will fall down. We go to Espionage, just Sin Sab, and then I'll put just offensive buffs, Bravera, Faithra, and Haste on all 3, while they place Deprotect, Deshell, and Imperil on the down Adamantoise or Adamantortoise. Then try Disaster, Rav until we get to 900% on the chain bonus, and then switch to Commando, and finish it off. And then I might not be able to use a High Wind there for style points, but it doesn't really make it any faster. So there's a save point right here, and you can come in here. If it has a tusk, it's either an Adamantoise or an Adamantortoise. Adamantoises are tougher a little bit based on the stagger thresholds, and but they also have a higher chance of giving you Platinum Ingots. All these tactics I got from YouTube videos, combinations. Not really any of my ideas, except using Vanille. It's just my preference. So Bravera, Haste, and Protectra on Fang, and then Protectra, Haste, and Faithra on Lightning and Vanille. Now sometimes buffs miss, but I don't really pay that much attention too much anymore. It's going to be based on the strength of your party, but for me, I just go with it. So Rav Med on the left foreleg. You see it's got a smaller stagger point, so this is a tortoise. Once you've got a stagger, we go to Commando Medic, go to High Wind and kill the leg. Switch back to Rav Med and the other leg until we stagger that one. Looks like all my buffs are appropriate. Only takes a couple rounds on this one. The tortoise, Commando Medic, abilities, High Wind, right foreleg, kill it. Switch to Espionage, Synergist, Saboteur. Abilities, Bravera, Faithra, and Haste on everyone. Now, the Protectora, you might not even really need in the beginning there. You could just go all offense. It's possible. It depends on how good your party is. While that's going on, the Deprotect, Shell, and Imperil are being placed. Oops, I could have just done this. Repeat on Vanille. And it looks like he's got all 3 buffs. Debuffs, I mean. And we're ready to go, so let's go to Try Disaster. We're buffed and he's debuffed. Doesn't matter what magic spells you're using, really. We're just trying to get that chain up. If you don't have ultimate weapons, this will be take a little bit longer, of course. Get to 900, switch to Commando, and we just wail on him. And that's it. Now, you know, I like Lightning as a character better than Fang, and you can technically do this kind of stuff without using Eidolon with Lightning as your team leader, but it's a little bit harder. You have to get the you have to use the army of 1. Now these Adamanchelids, you know, they don't have tusks, so you can tell they're Adamanchelids. You can get gold dust from them, and it's a good way to get your technical points up. For them, oh well, I could have explained, but okay, for this one, I'm referring to technical points because for this one I use an Eidolon because it allows you to get rid of these Gorgonopsids and you down the toise. Okay, so you pick Eidolon, hit select to skip, go square to go to Gestalt mode, hit select again to skip cutscene, and then hit triangle to dismiss the Eidolon. Now this cutscene you can't skip, but you know, I don't see it that many times. It hasn't driven me crazy yet. I'm gonna go back to Espionage, Synergist, Saboteur, and then I'm just gonna go straight to the offensive buffs. So again, those were Bravera, Faithra, and Haste on all 3. And while that's happening, the Deprotect, D-Shell, and Imperil are being placed. He's already got Deprotect and D-Shell. And usually the Saboteurs are going to be ahead because there's going to be 2 of them, so they're probably already done with whatever they're doing. But it looks like we're ready to go. Yeah, try Disaster. And just keep mashing X until you get to 900-ish. That's going to depend on the strength of your party. As far as you might need some, you know, increased earth resistance, you know, Gaian Rings, or Siltstone Ring is an upgrade from Gaian, but all that kind of stuff. The other thing is a high wind finish, you can do it. For me, I think pretty much when it gets to the G on target, I can go for it. Oh, whoops, I'm sorry, my bad. I was supposed to switch to Commando a long time ago. Well, okay, I distracted myself. Okay, switch to Commando a lot earlier than that. Planaminga. Okay, so that's okay. Well, do it like I did the first one. Just kind of combine it. Okay. So what you can do is these guys don't respawn, but the way you can do it is you can go to a mission. You can go into, say, Mahabara or some other. You know, leave this area of pulse, and then these guys will come back. Or you can do that mission. This is 65 or whatever, which has you kill a tortoise or toise or whatever, and you get the guaranteed 60,000 from the gold nugget. So here, see one on the left? There's another one on the right. You do the exact same thing. So I'm torn. Should I just show you how to kill an Adamantoise, Adamanchelids? No, those are easy. Just do Try Disaster in the beginning until you get the chain up to like 900, and then go to Commando, Cerberus. So let's just do one more of these. I'm going to try to end this video sooner rather than later. I've done these. I recorded this a couple of times before, but either you don't get everything. What am I doing? Distracting myself. Or I wouldn't get any ingots or whatever, and it would just be bad. So, or I would go over. On this flip video, it's once you get past 15 minutes, you're flirting with a gigabyte, and I can't upload a file that's bigger than a gigabyte on YouTube. So Now we're gonna go to Thaumaturgy, Rev Med, and attack. Let's make it the right way just for fun. Might confuse myself, but so the ways that you can there's obviously you can go to whatever that place is, Eden, and you can farm that one, and you can. That's one where you can do it without. You can use an Eidolon every time, and then you can, you know, get your technical points back from fighting the nearby enemies, and just go in and out of the room. You could go in through that door and then come back out, and the Adamantoise or tortoise, whatever, is gonna comes right back. Or you can just use the save point to bring it back. You know, if you have the technical points and you don't need them. You can do this using the death spell early. Okay, is he down? Yeah, he's down. See, the whole thing about the Faithra, maybe not necessary. Like, I got down to 9,300 with Fang. Now, this is a maxed out party, but we don't have any bangles or anything like that for health. So, you know, do it how you like. It might be a little bit faster if you just skip the Faithra and just do Bravera, Faithra, Haste, and that's the only thing you worry about. I think we're ready to go. So he's got 3 debuffs. Everyone has Bravera, everyone has Faithra, and everyone has Haste, so we're good. So this time I'm gonna switch to Commando at an appropriate time. Because I want to do a little bit of commenting after this about some other things, so okay. Let's see if I can slip in a high wind on this dude. Just for style points. Alright. Okay. So use the save points to cash in. If you don't want to if you want to respawn them by just using the save points, you can do that. You know, you just reload. Okay, so you know where Adam Alley is. Just ignore that. Okay, so what I want to talk about is, you know, I don't have a platinum. I spent a lot of time doing the wrong things, like trying to get the Crystalium points and worrying about that over money. I do have, I'm pretty sure I have ultimate weapons on everyone, at least. But I've got some, because I've got some spare trapezohedrons, and there's another platinum ingot, so sell those, and there's a pretty easy way of doing it. The other way of doing it, like, is sacrifice farming. I think is actually a pretty good idea. I used to do that as well, over in Orphan's Cradle. So again, to find this place, you basically go to this little area right here. See this little loop? And then one thing you can do to kind of respawn everybody is you can go up here, and while you're doing that, then you can take a chocobo back, and you might be able to pick up some treasures on the way back down here to Adam Alley. There's Adamanchelids all over the place to get your technical points back, and you can get gold nuggets that way. The where is mission 65? Is, I think that's what it was, wasn't it? How do I pick up the mission? Okay, here we go. 63. 63. Okay, so do mission 63, and you can find where is it? Where's it on the map? Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, it's on the Eastern Tours or whatever. So you can find that, you can do that, and you get a gold nugget every time you do that as well. So you can do that as another way of, you know, to kind of break up the monotony, I guess. So that's what I got for you, and yeah, it's I hope this helps. I know a lot of people. There's a lot of videos that came out on this topic, you know, 9 months ago, but whatever, done.